What's up, Habs fans? The Habs win 3-2 over the Tampa Bay Lightning in another incredible game in this series. Once again, we went to overtime, and the Habs win again, making the series lead 2-1 for Montreal. And may I just say, first of all, a beautiful opening ceremony with Yvan Cournoyer coming in and holding up the torch, and it's just incredible. I don't think there was a single Lightning fan in that building. Amazing atmosphere. The best in all of sports is Montreal in the playoffs. You cannot convince me otherwise. Anyway, the Habs did start off the scoring in this game with Alexandre Texier scoring to make it 1-0 for the Habs. Lightning would tie it up and actually get the lead from goals from Point and Hagel. But then Kirby Dach in the second period would tie it back up, and there were no goals in the third, despite so many chances on both sides, especially the Habs, and I will get into that. But in overtime, Lane Hutson, with an absolute piss missile slap shot from the blue line, I don't know how it got in. If you look at the view, he had no space to shoot that puck in, but it got in, and the Habs win. The Bell Center erupts. Absolutely incredible. I'll go into game stats, and then I'll talk about some other stuff that happened in the game. Shots on goal, the Habs outshot the Lightning 29-17. We were only 45.8% in the dot. Not too great there. 0-for-4 on the power play. I'll get to that. The Lightning were 1 for 5. 31 hits for Tampa, 36 for Montreal. 19 block shots for the Habs, 14 for the Lightning. And Dobesh, hold on. I wish they had that in the other stats section, but no. Had an 882 save percentage. But like I said before, save percentages go down in the playoffs. Now, power plays, the Habs really need to work on their power play. They have gotten way too predictable with it. It's always pass it to Cole or pass it to Slav. And there's a lot of puck movement. And Tampa has figured out how to block those passes and basically kill any chance of Montreal scoring in the power play. There was a lot of chances for the Habs, especially late into the second, into the third. There was 3 power play chances in a row or something like that, and the Habs just could not connect on it. And it's just not great. One of the power plays was very good. They had a lot of chances. The others, Tampa was just a step ahead of them. The puck was basically in Montreal's zone the whole time, being held by Vasilevsky. Or Tampa's zone, sorry. Anyway, yeah, the power play was not great. In terms of the reffing, once again, it hasn't been great. And I don't want to sound like I'm complaining about the refs, because I'm not. I'm not saying that they're causing the games to be close, causing the Habs to lose game 2, not anything like that. But in years past, everyone's always complained in the playoffs, the refs put away their whistles and people are out to get away with anything. Like if you remember a couple years back, there was a Habs player that got punched in the face by a Vegas player, just straight up, not initiating a fight or anything, and there was nothing, not a single call. But this year, it seems like they've taken that, seen the criticism, and just swung the pendulum all the way the other way. Everything is getting called. And, normally that would be good, call the rulebook, but they seem to be changing what they want to call from period to period. There was a couple hooks that were called in the second, same exact plays in the first from both sides, nothing. I want consistency. That's all I'm asking for. It's just some consistency. But, yeah, aside from that, I'm glad the Habs won, don't get me wrong. But all the goals came from the third line. The top players need to step up if we're going to win this series. We are lucky. We are ahead in the series. But Suzuki, Slav, Cole, none of them were on the score sheet tonight. And if you want to compete with Tampa Bay's top players, you got to have your top players show up. Your depth scoring isn't going to carry you to an entire series win. So that's about all for this video. Like I said, the Habs lead 2-1. We have a chance to get a 3-1 series stranglehold in Game 4 before heading back to Tampa. We'll have to see what happens. Blessed be. Go Habs, go.